Good morning. Sitting in for Gretchen Hall, I'm Pauline Verzosa. It is Thursday, the first day of 2026, and we're bringing you Morning Matters because your mornings matter. And now first on our agenda, here in the Philippines, New Year celebrations don't stop at the doorstep. They spill out onto the streets. And in Tondo, entire communities welcome 2026 with street parties, costumes, and a loud, joyful countdown to midnight. Here's that report.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Waving to the camera, residents of Tondo joyfully welcomed the New Year together. Different corners, alleys, streets, and inner communities each stayed with their own celebrations. Street parties in several barangays felt almost like a friendly showdown in terms of energy and creativity.
Sobrang lungkot po ng New Year namin pag walang street party po. Iwas maputok, iwas disgrasya.
This barangay took a different approach, hosting a costume party. Children stole the spotlight wearing Disney, anime, and horror-inspired costumes. But one costume caught everyone's attention, the crocodile costume worn by resident Ernie Corpuz. According to Ernie, his outfit was inspired by corrupt government officials allegedly involved in the flood control scam. Printed on the back of his costume, Buwayan ng Senado.
Para lahat ng Pilipino magigising sa katotohanan. Sana mawala na yung mga kurakot sa gobyerno natin.
Also drawing attention was the street decoration in front of the house of Igan Fernandez, a resident of Barangay 81 Zone 7. He personally made the decorations using coconut husk.
Ginagawa namin yan sa Pood, sa Nazareno. Na-inspire lang ako gawin kasi at saka umiiwas tayo sa paputok.
Several tourists who celebrated New Year in the Philippines for the first time were clearly impressed.
Maganda, absolutely wonderful, amazing, so many, like such unique experience to have this like street party, amazing, love it.
Very loud, but very good.
I've always told him that it's more fun in the Philippines!
Despite repeated warnings, some individuals were still lighting illegal fireworks. To prevent fires, fire trucks continuously roamed the streets of Tondo. As the clock struck midnight, the sky lit up even brighter with simultaneous firework display across the area. As the 2026 begins, residents shared their wishes for the year ahead.
Sana maging mapayapa.
Ay sana ay maging healthy tayo lahat at lahat ng magnanakaw ay makulong na po.
Makagraduate po with honors po. Mas mag-improve as a person po.
Well, meanwhile, hospitals are reporting cases of firecracker-related injuries following New Year celebrations. And we now go live to Jose R. Reyes Memorial Medical Center with our mobile journalist Kyla Macantan reporting to us this morning. So Kyla, marami ba ang naitalang firecracker-related injuries sa pagsalubong ng bagong taon?
Good morning, Pauline. Sa mga oras na ito, nasa 67 na ang firecracker-related injuries na naitala dito nga sa JRRMMC. At 23 dito ay yung active o yung sila mismo yung nagpaputok at 43 naman yung passive o yung nadamay lang. Yung ilang mga nakausap natin na cases kagabi dahil alas 6 ng umaga na isugod yung huling victim ng paputok dito sa JRRMMC, Pauline. At ayon sa kanila, yung iba talagang nagugulat na lang na may pumuputok, may tumatalsik at yun na nga, the next day they know, dumudugo na at may natamaan na pala, nasa pool na, no? Kaya nga agad namang pupunta dito sa JRRMMC at yung naitala nating cases, Pauline, nasa 24 ang minor. Kaya nga paalala nung pamunuan doon sa mga magulang na talagang bantayan yung mga anak dahil yung iba kung hindi sila mismo yung nagpapaputok, pinupulot yung mga nasindihan o yung iniipon nga yung mga pulbura na nagpukos ng pagputok nga. At yung iba, yung naitala dito, 3 yung kailangang putulan. Pero sa mga oras na to naman, Pauline, wala pa ulit na isusugod. Alas 6 pa yung pinakahuli at minor pa lang naman ito at hilinga nila, hindi na talaga masundan. Pero kung ikukumpara natin doon sa last year, Pauline, dahil dito rin tayo nagbantay, nasa 91 yung naitala natin ng umaga pa lang. So mas mababa ngayong taon, Pauline.
Pero Kyla, doon sa nabanggit mo, 67 cases, 23 doon ay active. Ibig sabihin sila mismo yung nagpaputok. Bakit naman daw umabot pa sa injury yung kanilang pagsalubong ng bagong taon?
Siyempre, Pauline, kanina nga yung biyahe natin papunta dito sa ospital, no, meron pa rin talaga tayong mga kapatid na patuloy pa rin yung pagsasaya, meron pa rin talaga mga nagpapaputok. Yung iba kasi sinasabi, tradisyon na, yan na yung kanilang nakasanayan, at talagang kapag sinalubong yung bagong taon, mas masaya raw kung mas maingay. Pero yung iba talagang hindi na raw uulit, nadala na dahil nga sa kanilang mga natamong sugat, at yung iba kasi ang nasa kanilang data 13 eye injury, so talagang may trauma na, no, doon sa ilan na active. Kaya sa susunod na taon, titignan natin kung bababa dahil marami-rami sa ating mga kapatid yung natakot at natuto na raw, Pauline.
Nako, Kyla. So ano ba yung mga types of injuries na kanilang natamo, lalo na yung mga medyo malubha, yung naging injury dyan sa pagpapaputok?
Yes, dito Pauline sa JRMMC, no, ikukorek ko lang 2 yung blast burn with amputation, samantalang 52 naman yung blast burn. No amputation, yun nga, 13 eye injury, at yung mga sumunod minor naman na. Pero syempre nga, paalala natin, kung halimbawa natamaan yung ating mga kapatid o nagkasugat, yung iba na hindi, minabuting hindi na magpatingin sa doktor, pinapaalala nila o inihikayat nila itong mga kapatid natin na sumangguni pa din. Syempre yung first aid, hugasan agad, at takpan yung anumang sugat, pero mas mainam daw talaga dahil hindi natin nalalaman kung ano ba talaga yung kanilang natamo, at pwedeng mag-lead pa sa mas seryoso na kaso, yung mga may tetano. Kaya mas mabuti talaga, Pauline, sa mga kapatid natin na biktima nitong paputok, talagang sumadya dito sa ospital nga, Pauline.
At Kyla, finally, kamusta naman yung naging medical response dyan sa JRRMMC?
Yes, Pauline, nasa mahigit 50 kasi yung naka-duty, kaya talagang prepared sila, at maganda nga daw dahil kumpara noong nakaraang taon na mas madami at sunod-sunod talaga yung dumarating. Ngayon, mas kayang-kaya nilang ma-handle eto nga mga cases nga, at ang mainam din dito karamihan naman ng firecracker-related injury ay minor. Kaya nga ibinabantayan nila ngayon dahil bukod syempre, Pauline, doon nga sa mga nabiktima ng paputok, meron din tayong mga kapatid na meron yung eto na yung mga may naso-stroke, tumataas yung mga cholesterol at anuman. Kaya yung iba naman meron yung mga sa road crash incidents. So nakabantay itong ospital, Pauline, prepared naman sila kung sakaling dumami. Pero yun nga, sana wala na, at kung titingnan naman daw kasi yung gabi talaga, lalo na yung pagpatak ng 12 midnight talaga yung dagsa usually, pero sa ngayon wala naman na sa mga oras na to, Pauline.
Alright, well, maraming salamat para sa update na yan. That was mobile journalist Kyla Macantan reporting from Jose R. Reyes Memorial Medical Center. Now, in other news, President Bongbong Marcos extends his wishes for a prosperous and meaningful new year to all Filipinos. The president encourages everyone to reflect on the past year and to move forward with clarity, purpose, and hope. The president highlights that much can be achieved when the nation remains united and committed to working together. He also calls on all Filipinos to continue striving toward a better and more humane Philippines. Now, don't go away. We will be back with more stories right after this break. Keep it here on One News. Good morning and welcome back. I'm Pauline Verzosa and you're still watching Morning Matters here on One News. And joining us this morning is feng shui expert Norman Cruz to share his predictions and insights on what the year ahead may bring, including opportunities, challenges, and ways to make the most of the new year 2026. Good morning, Norman, and a Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Ayan, nako, thank you for joining us on the first day of 2026. Ito na, bagong taon. A lot of us are hopeful for the brand new year, and this is the year of the fire horse. So can you explain to us ano ba ang meaning nun and what does it symbolize?
Okay, ma'am, fire horse is a young fire. So it's fire horse. Horse, ma'am, is also a fire element. So it's a fire over fire. Meaning, ma'am, there's a lot of fire with no water element. So the most important, ma'am, this year is though we want to do things to get the outcome that we want, we still have to do it with the proper homework, discernment, madam, and the wisdom that comes with it.
Naku, hindi ba nakakaba yun, Master Norman? Fire and fire? Kasi madalas din natin naririnig, sa horse, it's all about movement, right? Dynamic, freedom. But you also have that fire element. So what can we expect for the year given that combination?
Okay, ma'am, the first half of the year is kind of chaotic. Everybody's in rush. But the second half of the year is more of alignment. It's more of knowing what to do. So the first 6 months is more about, I want to do this, I want to do this. But the second half is more of, self-realization.
Is there a reason for that, Master Norman? Kung bakit yung first half of the year, medyo chaotic?
Yes, ma'am. Because, ma'am, like I mentioned, it's fire. And the first 3 months, ma'am, February, March, April is wood. And wood, madam, fuels the fire. And, ma'am, April, May, June is again summer. Or it's also a fire element. So there's too much fire. By come August, madam, the ghost month, ma'am, it will be metal and then eventually it will be water in the months.
So what's your advice, Master Norman, sa first 3 months, lalo na yung mga wooden, ano ba yung tawag doon? May wooden element. So, of course, when you add fire to wood, mas lalaki lang yung flame, di ba? So how should we protect ourselves in the first 3 months of the year of the fire horse?
That's correct, madam. So fire horse, madam, means speed, courage, getting what you want, determination, and passion.
Okay.
So yes, we should still go for that. Ma'am, this year, there's no room for hesitation. There's no room for, I don't know what to do. So we should still go for it. But as early as now, ma'am, after all, February for madam is the solar year wherein the 100% fire horse starts. Right now, madam, January 1, while resting, while relaxing, we still have to do our homework of what to do for the whole of 2026. And with that guidance, madam, of what to do, we are better, madam, of getting what we want for 2026.
Ang ganda nun, Master Norman. No hesitation this year kasi nga napaka-dynamic, napakabilis ng dala ng Year of the Fire Horse. So, sa tingin nyo ba, Master Norman, saan natin pinakamararamdaman yung fire energy? A general outlook lang ito for the Philippines na rin, for the country. Will it be in the economy, with politics, or even in the daily lives of Filipinos?
Okay, ma'am, let's go with the business. So, ma'am, fire business is number one. Ma'am, like I mentioned, it's all fire, no water. So, fire business, madam, is entertainment, media, show business, madam, food, of course, travel, madam, and politics are all fire element. So, what is lacking, madam, is water. So, ma'am, water being the last, so it's the balancing element. However, madam, if you want to start a business that is water-related, not recommended this year.
How about businesses na may kinalaman na po sa water? It will not be a
so
good
you
year
just
for
have to maintain it, madam. But to start it, water business this year, not recommended, ma'am.
Ayun. So yung ano bang mga water businesses natin, Master Norm? Yung mga water refilling station, ganyan. Siguro mga resort na may swimming
fast-moving
pool.
consumer goods, groceries, shipping, we have also transportation and communication, madam, are water businesses. So, ma'am, if they would like to, for that, their businesses to prosper, ma'am, they should offer more to the people. New marketing, new branding, madam, and so that people would, will avail of that services and products, madam, of a water business.
And since water really counters fire, Master Norman, does it mean pati ang sea travel kailangan bawas-bawasan this year?
Actually,
O
ma'am, it's
delikado ba
more of
yun?
date selection. So, ma'am, the best, madam, is every one of us, madam, at the birthday, and so it's a DNA stamp. So, ma'am, there are advice, madam, for a certain day, or even a month. So every time you travel, madam, there is a what you have to do. Let's say, ma'am, if you're traveling to Japan, so I
Mm.
recommend, madam, that the moment you step up of the door, you throw 6 pieces of coins for the travel to be auspicious.
6 pieces of coins. Kahit anong coins yan.
Yes, madam. So, ma'am, the moment that you're going out and you will no longer go back to your home, straight to your car or van, just the moment, madam, you spill 6 coins, ma'am. Any kind of coin. And then you go straight to the airport. No more coming back to your home.
Okay. O yan, dapat nagte-take notes na yung mga kapatid natin ha. Pero ito, Master Norman, I'm sure a lot of people want to know what's in store for them, specifically sa kanilang mga respective signs. So tell us, aling mga zodiac signs ba ang mas lucky ngayong 2026?
Okay, ma'am. Let us check, madam, po the 3 luckiest. So the
Okay.
3 luckiest, madam, is the ox, rabbit, and rooster. However, madam, the ox, madam, is number 1 because it has a lot of helpful people. So that's a good one, ma'am. But the ox, madam, has an assignment. The assignment, madam, of the ox is make sure that he or she visit spiritual places. The number 2, ma'am, is rabbit. The rabbit, madam, this year has a spiritual awakening. And it's the most lovable, ma'am, the most lovable animal
Wow.
sign this year. However, madam, the rabbit has to be careful with love scam.
Ayun.
And number 3, ma'am, is the rooster. The rooster, madam, is number 3, ma'am, and it's all about branding, being visible. But the rooster, madam, has to be careful with one night stand.
May ganun pala, Master So, but
Oh, yes, ma'am.
in total, so ox, rabbit, and rooster, sila ang pinakaswerte sa 2026. And interestingly,
That's correct,
ito
ma'am.
kaka-google ko lang, Master Norman si President Bongbong Marcos, 1957. So, ibig sabihin, fire rooster siya. So,
That's
maybe you can
correct,
give
ma'am,
us na
yes.
rin a glimpse of what's in store for the President of our country since it's been a very turbulent year noong 2025. Does
Yes.
this mean mas magandang outlook para sa kanya for this year?
That's correct, madam. Because, madam, the president, madam, is also born in the rooster month and rooster year. And having said that, madam, when the month and the year, madam, has the same animal sign, especially the rooster, ma'am, it's called a self-punishment structure. So the president, madam, yeah, it's a better year for the president, madam. But of course, like I mentioned earlier, madam, it's always the homework and the discernment, madam, that should also comes with it.
So may kasama rin palang homework Hindi pwedeng iasa na lang sa swerte, Master, You also have to do
And-
your own
Yes,
discernment.
madam. Agree. And by the way, madam, we should not only focus. Yes, so much fire, technology, iOS upgrades, AI. Ma'am, we are forgetting something right now. We are forgetting that we should also improve on our spirituality this 2026.
Ayan, maganda yan. Kailangan ng discernment talaga internally to also reflect where we want to go in life. Hindi yung puro na nga lang technology, puro AI. Pero okay, so we talked about the lucky zodiac signs for the year of the fire horse. Ano naman po yung mga unlucky o yung hindi masyadong siswertehin ngayong 2026?
So, ma'am, the last animal sign, madam, is none other than the rat. The rat, madam, is the last, so it's the number 12. Why? Because, madam, it has no noble people. So, having said that, madam, the rat, madam, has to realize things this year. Actually, ma'am, as early as now, as we speak, the rat should already know what to do for 2026. So, part of the self-realization, madam, is, ma'am, what's good about this? The first animal sign and the last animal sign has to both have to both grow spiritually. So that's the best
Okay.
of it. So the moment you wake up, rat, remember this. The moment you wake up, you should learn how to pray, wish, manifest, and visualize daily in the morning.
Ayan. So, pray, wish, manifest daily. But in terms of mga pwede nilang gawin, mga concrete steps, Master, meron ba yan para medyo makaiwas-iwas sa negative energy?
Yes, ma'am. For that, madam, make sure that ma'am, as of now, madam, yung north area of your home or office should have a water feature. There should be a fountain or aquarium, madam, at your north area. And for the rat, remember, avoid northwest and avoid, madam po, the south area. South area, ma'am, has the five yellow or the five evils. Betrayal, misfortune, tragedy, illness, accident. And northwest, madam, has the sickness and overthinking energy.
Talaga ba? Well, yan dapat makinig na yung mga rat signs. Sila yung mga born in 1984, 96, 2008, and 2020. So nung pandemic
That's correct,
pala, year
ma'am.
of the rat yon.
Yes.
Okay. But Master, aside from yung rat na zodiac sign, may iba pa ba na kailangan mag-ingat-ingat this year?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yung pang 11 po is the tiger. So the tiger,
Okay.
madam, is the number 11, ma'am, because it have no good energies, madam, present in the chart. So the tiger, madam, has to be careful with two things: man-made and natural calamity. So if you know of a place, there's a rally, a riot, madam, go the other way. If you know that your travel has a volcanic eruption, a possible earthquake, madam, might as well cancel your trip in that country.
So kailangan conflict averse ka and you prepare in advance.
And
Third
yes, ma'am.
sign. Third sign, Master, na posibleng unlucky sa 2026. So may rat, tiger, may isa pa ba?
And rat, tiger, and madam, pang-sampu po is none other than the horse itself.
So
the
kahit
horse
year of the
itself, madam.
horse,
Okay, for the horse, ma'am. For the horse, listen well. You should address and face your buried memories.
wow.
So all negative, unforgettable, buried memories should be addressed this 2026.
Wow, may mga ganun pa rin pala, Master. So hindi pala
Yes,
ibig
ma'am.
sabihin na porket year of the horse ay swerte ka na kaagad.
Yes, madam. The horse, madam, right now is in a magnifying glass or under the microscope. So horse, remember this: whatever you do, good and bad, you are being watched. Two eyes are on you. So be very careful. Do strategic planning. Everything should be calculated before you do anything sa mga horse animal signs.
Yan, so everything should be calculated. So ayan, rat, tiger, and a horse ang dapat medyo mas maingat this 2026. So
That's
if
correct,
hindi
ma'am.
nabanggit, Master, yung mga sign mo dun sa auspicious, sa lucky, at dun na rin sa mga hindi masyadong swerte, kuwari middle of the pack, does that mean medyo safe naman yung inyong outlook for the year?
Okay, ma'am, ang pang number 9, madam, is the snake. So ang snake, madam, has one thing to be careful: being forgetful, ma'am. Kasi po, ang snake, ma'am, yearly po may tinatawag kami energy of the death god. The death god, madam, parang, woo, it's so frightening. But ma'am, the death god means makakalimutin. So snake, be careful with that.
Okay. Ako, Master Pig, boar.
Oh, pig, madam, is a turnaround or a comeback year for the pig, ma'am.
Ayun.
The pig, madam, this year is the problem solver, madam. So be ready,
Wow.
ma'am. Of course, ma'am, it's a much stable year for you. So much blessing, madam, but also be prepared to help other animal signs.
Ayan. Ang ganda naman ng outlook naming mga pig. Start of the new year, maganda na agad ang balitang naririnig natin, no? But of course, we wish everyone an auspicious, a very lucky, a fruitful year, ano? Pero paano ba natin maiiwasan, Master? For all signs na rin, ano, yung mga negative energy, what can we do na mga pangontra? I see you're wearing the color blue. Yan ba ang lucky color natin this year?
Ma'am, the lucky color, madam, is red, but the blue, madam, is the balancing element. So because madam, blue represents water, madam. So ma'am, it balances the chart. So ma'am, what to do? Okay, ma'am, feng shui, madam, is not expensive. Feng shui, madam, is like a free Wi-Fi. So ma'am, having said that, ma'am, if you want to access to a free Wi-Fi, madam, you know the locations that have a good Wi-Fi, and you should also know the location that has a bad or no Wi-Fi at all, for you to be able to align and access the goodies of the internet or the Wi-Fi. So, number 1, madam, avoid being at the south area and looking at the south. So, if you are eating, planning, everything, madam, by February 4 is the 100% of fire horse. So, ma'am, don't be at the south. Why? Because the south, madam, I mentioned, have the 5 yellow: betrayal, misfortune, tragedy, and illness and accidents. So, those, ma'am, if you are there at the south and you are thinking, yeah, wow, not so good, ma'am, that south area, ma'am, okay, as I mentioned, has no Wi-Fi. So it's a dead spot. Number 2, ma'am, To avoid sickness, madam, avoid northwest at all costs. Northwest, madam, is the location of sickness and overthinking. So if you want to make a decision and all of a sudden, ma'am, you stand in the room and ma'am, any part of the world, you use a compass and it points to that northwest and you stay at the northwest, ma'am, the likability, ma'am, of getting sick or getting worried, madam, is very, very high. And number three, ma'am, of course, we don't want arguments. We don't want litigation and lawsuits, ma'am. Avoid also the west area.
So, merong chart kasi yan, Master Norman, ano? So, pwede lang tignan ng mga tao yung directions. Kung, yun nga, as you mentioned, para siyang Wi-Fi signal, nahanapin mo lang saan yung pinakamaganda. So,
Yes, madam.
sa south
Tama po.
area, yan ang i-avoid natin, especially on February 4. Naku, paano naman yung mga nakatira sa south, yung mga nasa Cavite, di ba, yung mga nasa Alabang. Oh, but they should just face the north direction para swerte.
So what they can do, madam, is of course, madam, we should also use the good direction. So, ma'am, for lovability, if you want to, ma'am, to improve ma'am, one's lovability and ma'am, to raise your value, and ma'am, of course, you want to study po, ma'am, be at the northeast. Northeast, madam, is about health, it's about beauty, romance, and is the increase of your charisma. Then for the wealth, madam, the wealth this year, madam, is at the east. And for the happiness, madam, I want you to be happy, be at the southeast.
Ayan. Kailangan lahat tayo happy, kaya sa Southeast tayo haharap. But finally, Master Norman, ano ba yung paalala nyo on tamang mindset para ma-survive natin itong Year of the Fire Horse 2026?
Okay, ma'am, for 2026, no hesitation, we go for it. But again, do the homework. And again, madam, self-realization by increasing your spirituality. The moment you wake up in the morning, before you go to sleep at night, remember, pray, wish, and manifest, ma'am.
Ayan. So pray, wish, and manifest. 3 words for us to remember this Year of the Fire Horse. But for now, thank you very much for sharing all your insights and for your time.
Thank you,
Happy
ma'am.
New Year
Happy
po
New
sa inyo.
Year. Salamat
Feng
po.
Shui expert Norman Cruz. Now, do stay tuned. Morning Matters will still be back after this short break. Keep it here. Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Matters here on One News. Several countries around the world welcome the arrival of 2026 with fireworks displays and cultural traditions. Here's that report.
Fireworks lit up skylines around the world as people welcomed 2026, accompanied by centuries-old cultural traditions. In Thailand, revelers celebrated with a fireworks display over Bangkok's Chao Phraya River, while in Malaysia, colorful explosions illuminated Kuala Lumpur skyline, including the Petronas Twin Towers. China rang in the new year with an immersive light show and countdown at the Gyeongguan section of the Great Wall. In Seoul, South Korea, the Bosngak Pavilion hosted a traditional bell tolling and countdown ceremony. In Tokyo, locals and tourists gathered at Tokudaiji Temple to strike the giant bell 108 times at midnight, a Buddhist tradition symbolizing the cleansing of worldly desires. Victoria Harbour in Hong Kong went without its usual fireworks after a devastating fire in November, but landmark facades lit up with countdown clocks. In Auckland, New Zealand, a 5-minute fireworks display launched from the 240-meter Sky Tower marked the first major city to greet 2026 despite rainy weather.
Well, as the new year begins and many are setting fresh goals, this morning we are joined by Aurora Suarez, a life and career coach, to help guide us in turning New Year intentions into meaningful action. Good morning, Aurora. Thanks for being here on the program.
Good morning. Happy New Year. So happy
Yes,
to
of
be
course.
here.
Happy New Year to you as well. Well, it's that time of the year again where we make all these New Year's resolutions, right? It's a brand new year, and in January, a lot of people really look at this time to reset. So they come into the new year hopeful, but some are also a bit overwhelmed, or they can feel that pressure on starting a new journey in 2026 in the new year. What's the right mindset as we welcome a new year, Aurora?
Well, I think number one, it's really, taking advantage of the fresh energy of the new year. Although a new year is really a human construct, I think really taking advantage of new beginnings, of celebrations, of starting anew. I think that's actually a great mindset. Although it's also good to actually pause first and reflect on what the gifts and lessons are of the past year before we jump immediately into setting goals and resolutions for 2026.
I like what you said, that the New Year is a human construct. And you can start resolutions any time of the year, but it's in January where we feel energized, right? We feel inspired to start new resolutions. But what's one thing you think we should leave behind in 2025? One habit or mindset that might have where we felt stuck? Yeah.
Yeah, so I always feel one thing we can leave behind is really feeling like a victim. It's really leaving behind this whole victim mentality and not allowing circumstances to really overtake you or overpower you. I think it's time to remember to be empowered, to really embrace that you can make your choices no matter what decisions or whatever the circumstances are happening around you. So I think leaving behind this mentality that I'm a victim of whatever is happening around me, I think that's something that we can definitely say goodbye to in 2025.
I completely agree, because lately we've been seeing a lot of that victim mentality, but it's about time that we embrace, our lives and take control of it. But Aurora, the question is, how can we make our goals actually stick for the entire 2026? Because sometimes, by February, hindi na natin makontinue itong mga resolutions na to. How can we set realistic goals and actually stick with them until the end of the year?
Right. So I actually don't set resolutions. I do something, I do set intention. So an intention is really a more overarching statement. So a lot of people have also given up on resolutions and they say, oh, I'm just going to do the word of the year. By doing an intention, it's actually all about a more encompassing statement. And it's basically really asking yourself, who am I becoming in 2026? And how do I want to show up for the people that I love, for my life, for the work that I do, for the world, for my community? And it's really being aligned with your values and really starting from the inside out rather than from the outside in. I think that's the more important piece, is that usually we look at what society values or what society tells us we should value. I think starting from the outside in and starting really from what matters to you is really one way of really showing up for yourself and showing up for the life that you want for the whole year.
That's very interesting. So intentions over resolutions. Can you give us a concrete example of that, of how we can, have that mindset of, instead of saying, I'm going to go to the gym more, I'm going to exercise more, or I'm going to start saving my money, less shopping, but intention setting, what's an example of that?
Right. So for last year, my intention was simply surrender. So it is really all about, simplifying. So again, that's aligned with, you making more money, or, being more abundant, because you're simplifying the things that you want. And then surrender meant saying yes to opportunities that came up, even if they weren't something that I had planned, or something that I had that just showed up unexpectedly. And I think that really guided me. So whenever I had to make a decision, I would always have to think, oh, is that aligned with my intention of simple surrender?
Okay, so but if someone can focus only on one area, whether it's health, career, or their mindset, what do you think is the most important? What should people prioritize so that it would also have a domino effect in their lives if they want to achieve success?
Well, first, I think it really is. Well, for me, mindset is really the number one thing, because really your thoughts determine your reality. But it really is all about going back to what you value. So I think really alignment, being clear about what matters to you, and really starting from that. So, for example, if it's health, if health is the thing that you want to focus on, it's really asking yourself, why is health an important value to me? How is that aligned with maybe my overarching value of being there for my family, of being healthy for my family? I think really it's about really being clear about what matters. And I think at the end of it all, it's really what your mindset is. It's really, this is my intention. This is how I want to show up. And no matter what happens, I am going to show up as that person in 2026.
You're completely right, because if your mind is muddled, then everything else will suffer. Your health, your work, your personal relationships. But Aurora, for those feeling stuck or unfulfilled in life, how do they know that it's time for a shift, whether it's in their career, with their personal relationships, and other aspects?
Well, I think that feeling of stuckness, if having that awareness that you're stuck, I think it's definitely time to make a change. I think that's really a great starting point, is knowing that you are stuck and knowing that, okay, I want to do something about it. And the easiest way is really starting very small. It's really starting with one small step. It's maybe putting on your running shoes. Maybe it's waking up 5 minutes early. Maybe it's starting with a 5-minute meditation or prayer in the morning. It doesn't have to be, change doesn't have to be huge and encompassing. It can really be a small step. And just taking that, showing up consistently, and being kind to yourself when you fail, because we all do. So, and then just showing up again, even when you stumble, even when you fall. So I think having the awareness and taking small steps is really one way to actually start transforming your life and getting out of feeling stuck.
I wanted to ask, how important are boundaries when it comes to success? Setting boundaries, also not giving in too much, or people pleasing, and letting others dictate your life. How important, are boundaries?
Well, I think that's definitely very important. But again, it also, more important than boundaries is really self-reflection and understanding why you're being triggered, for example, by certain people, by certain circumstances in your life. I think it really starts from self-understanding, because when you set boundaries, and again, boundaries are very important for caring for yourself, for making sure you thrive, and not just being, buffeted by whatever's happening around you. But it's really understanding, why am I being triggered? Because the opposite side of boundaries is setting up too much boundaries, that you limit yourself and make your world so small that opportunities no longer find you. So I think it really comes from self-reflection, from understanding, why am I being triggered? Why do I need to set boundaries around around this piece, and and what is this telling, what lesson am I supposed to learn from this situation? So I think that is a more mindful way of setting boundaries rather than just saying I'm setting a boundary.
Well, it's definitely a balancing act. But what would you say is the role of failure or setbacks in personal growth or career growth, especially in a tough year?
Well, definitely learning. I think at the end of the day, there's really no such thing as a failure or a fall. It's really all about learning. It's really asking yourself, what can I take out of the situation? One of my favorite questions is, what is the present of the present moment? And that's really something that we can look at, like what gift is being given to me because I didn't succeed or I didn't achieve what I wanted. And if we look hard enough, well, we will get that. We will see what's positive or what we can take away from the situation when we fail, when we didn't succeed, or when we have disappointed others or ourselves.
Well, that's very nice, because so what I'm getting is that self-reflection is very, very important. Taking time to talk to yourself, to discern what you really want, where you want to go. But here's my question, Aurora. 2025 has been quite a turbulent year for the country. We saw a lot of headlines, negative ones, tragic ones. How do you suggest we protect our mental health in 2026, given the many events that are taking place and also affect our lives?
Right. So again, it goes back to awareness. So awareness, not just of what's happening around you. I think it's good to be educated and informed about what's happening in the world, because you are a person in the world. But together with that, there is the necessity of self-awareness as well. So you should know when the news or the situations or the things around you are causing you to spiral. You have to ask yourself, is going on social media, is doing deep dives on all these things still serving my mental and emotional health? And having that awareness and having that critical thinking awareness is something that will help you then say, okay, I need to step back and not go so deep into this. I can just know without having to go so deep into the things that are causing me emotional or mental distress.
And is there one daily or weekly practice that our viewers can keep in mind to make sure that they stay in touch with their emotions and their goals?
Well, my number one practice is really journaling. So it's really all about really taking time to write and to connect with yourself. I have something called the Sunday Night Journal, which is really a practice where you can really reflect on Sunday nights about how you want to show up for the week, and having really the intention of starting the week off on the right foot. So really writing and taking time to reflect is really a fantastic way of understanding yourself, trying to understand the world, and trying to understand your place in it and how you want to show up for the year ahead.
And finally, well, if you could summarize the energy or theme that we should be keeping in mind and carrying into the brand new year, what would that energy or theme be?
Well, my favorite theme, it's begin again. So again, the new year really gives us a great opportunity to start anew. It's a fresh start. And I think but at the end of the day, you can also begin again. We're here in the world to grow, to evolve, to become the fullest version of ourselves. And sometimes that comes with setbacks and challenges. Just tell yourself, I can begin again. Even if I fail, even if I fall, I want to keep trying, I want to keep showing up, and I want to keep beginning again.
Well, there you go. Begin again. 2 words that we should keep in mind as we start a brand new year, 2026. But for now, thank you very much for sharing all those insights and tips. That was Aurora Suarez, a life and career coach. Thanks, Aurora.
Thank you so much, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Well, don't go away. We still have more matters to discuss right after this break. Keep it here on One News. Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Matters here on One News. The Philippine Coast Guard reported spotting a Chinese research vessel roughly 19 nautical miles off the coast of Cagayan province. PCG spokesperson Jay Tariala said authorities immediately conducted a maritime domain awareness flight on Tuesday, December 31, to assess the vessel's activities. The mission sought to determine whether the Chinese vessel was conducting marine scientific research without government clearance and to reaffirm the Philippines' sovereign rights within its exclusive economic zone. Tariela added that PCG pilots issued multiple radio challenges to the vessel, asking about its intentions and reminding it that prior approval is required for research in Philippine waters. But the ship did not respond. And at this point, let's check the situation at East Avenue Medical Center after the New Year celebrations. And for the latest this morning, we have mobile journalist Jazz Paredes reporting. Okay, Jazz, so marami rin bang naitalang firecracker-related injuries dyan?
Pauline, as of now, 12 yung naitalang firework-related incident dito sa East Avenue Medical Center. At kumpara kahapon ay 5 na yung nadagdag dyan. Itong nadagdag dito ay mula 12 a.m. hanggang 5 a.m. kaninang January 1. At ilan dyan sa mga nadagdag ay dahil sa Quitties, sa Lucy's Whistle Balm Fountain at dahil din sa pulbura ng paputok. And as of now, Pauline, kanina in-update tayo dito ng East Avenue Medical Center ay meron na italang isang gunshot incident. Ngunit hanggang sa ngayon ay bine-verify pa kung ito ba ay stray bullet. Pero hanggang ngayon ay binabantayan natin kung ano yung magiging update dito kung stray bullet ba itong insidente na ito, Pauline.
So Jazz, ano ba usually yung pinaka-common na firecracker-related injuries ng mga naisugod dyan sa East Avenue Medical Center?
As of now, Pauline, sa mga naitalang firework-related incident dito sa EAMC ay corneal abrasion at mga burns yung naitalang usual na injuries dito. At yun nga ay yung mga usual ay meron nga tayong dahil sa boga, meron din dahil sa Lucy's, sa fountain, even though yung ang Lucy's at yung fountain na isa sa mga paputok na pwede pa ngayon ay nakapag-cause din sila ng injuries sa ibang patients natin. And as of now, dito sa ating mga naitalang patients, sa 12, 5 sa kanila ay minor at ang pinakabata ay isang 8-year-old male patient mula Quezon City, Pauline.
Nako, ito bang mga nasugatan, Jazz, mga active ba yan? Or yung sila mismo yung nagpaputok? O dumadaan lang sila, mga bystanders din?
As of now, Pauline, bine-verify pa natin yan kung ilan ba sa kanila ay sila ba mismo yung nagpaputok na nag-cause ng kanilang injuries or sila ba yung mga bystanders lamang din. Ngunit sa ngayon ay isa na lamang yung admitted dito sa East Avenue Medical Center for monitoring yung itong latest incident, yung firecracker incident, habang yung 11 naman sa kanila ay nakauwi na sa kanilang mga tahanan, Pauline.
Ayan, so mabuti naman na hindi ganun kalubha yung kanilang naging injury. Pero Jazz, kamusta naman yung naging medical response dyan sa East Avenue Medical Center? Naikwento ba ng mga doktor or ilang mga nurse kung mas busy ngayong taon kumpara nung last year?
So ngayon, Pauline, hindi pa tayo nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na makausap yung ilan sa mga nurses dito dahil nga sila ay nakakudo white pa hanggang sa ngayon. Patuloy pa rin yung kanilang monitoring sa magiging lagay o kung meron mga patients pang papasok. And i-update tayo mamaya ni Dr. John Paul sa latest updates dito sa East Avenue Medical Center. And i-update din natin ang ating mga kapatid mamaya kung ano ba yung ating mga susunod pang updates dito sa East Avenue Medical Center. Pero sa ngayon ay sinisiguro nila na hanggang ngayon nga ay naka-code white ang East Avenue Medical Center at meron pa ring 106 doctors na naka-duty hanggang sa ngayon and 200 nurses and 400 allied health and admin staff na naka-antabay dito sa East Avenue Medical Center hanggang ngayon, Pauline.
Okay, and Jess, finally, bukod sa mga firecracker-related injuries, may iba pa bang mga naisugod dyan sa ospital, mga ibang cases katulad ng asthma o stroke o yung matataas din yung cholesterol?
Pauline, wala pa tayong nakukuhang eksaktong numero ng mga naitalang health-related incidents na ngayong bagong taon. Ngunit kanina sa mga napagtanong-tanong natin ay mayroong mga bagong dating lamang na ang mga nakuusap natin mga ilan sa mga pasyente ay high blood, related sa high blood, related sa asthma dahil sa paputok. Ngunit hindi pa tayo nabibigyan ng eksaktong update kung ilan na ba yung mga bilang nito simula kaninang 12 a.m. Ngunit maalamin natin yan kung ilan na ang na-admit dito dahil sa mga incidenting yan. Pauline.
Alright, well maraming salamat para sa update na yan. That was mobile journalist Jazz Paredes. And after welcoming the new year with large crowds and festivities, attention now turns to the situation on the ground. And we now go live to Luneta Park with our mobile journalist, Evan Tarinque. Evan, Happy New Year! Kamusta na ba ang sitwasyon dyan sa Luneta?
Pauline, Happy New Year. No? Sa mga oras na ito, marami tayong mga kababayan, mga kapatid na dito na nga sa Luneta nagpalipas ng gabi at sumalubong sa bagong taon. Sa mga oras nga na ito, ikot natin ng konti yung camera, no? At makikita talaga natin na maraming mga kapatid natin na nandito, namamasyal, nagpipicture, at talagang sinusulit yung pagkakataon na magkaroon ng family time, no? Dahil yun nga, no, ilang best lang to nangyayari sa isang taon. Pero ngayon makikita natin, may mga pamilya tayong mga na color-coded na family tayo dito, yung mga bata naman, enjoy na enjoy sa mga fountain display dito nga sa Luneta, no? At yung ilan naman, kanya-kanya tayong diskarte, yung mga kapatid natin na nagpalipas ng gabi dito, naglatag ng sapin sa mga damuhan at doon na nga nagpahinga, nagpalipas ng gabi at sumalubong ng bagong tao. Pero Pauline, doon sa ilang mga nakausap natin kanina, no, na talagang tinanong natin sila, bakit dito nila pinili magdiwang or magsumalubong ng bagong taon, sabi nila maganda raw yung fireworks display, no, na nangyari nga kagabi at na-entertain daw sila sa mga iba't ibang performances din na kasama nga nung display kagabi, no. And Pauline, aside from that, no, may mga kapatid rin tayo talaga na bumiyahe pa mula sa mga malalayong lugar. Isa nga doon sa pinakamalayong nakausap natin, galing pang Nueva Ecija, no, na talagang dumayo dito sa Luneta para daw maramdaman nila yung New Year celebration dito nga sa Metro Manila. Pagkatapos daw niyan, baka mamayang hapon, bumalik na sila ulit ng Nueva Ecija para naman paghandaan yung pagbalik eskwela ng kanilang mga anak. Pauline?
O syempre, ang Luneta, puntahan talaga yan, Evan, ano? Lalo na pag New Year celebration, maganda yung fireworks display, pati na rin yung mga performances. Pero after ng lahat ng yan, kamusta naman yung kalinisan ng Luneta Park, Evan? Marami bang mga basura o maayos naman at nalinis ang Luneta Park after ng New Year celebration?
Pauline, no, dito sa Luneta, habang kanina tayo nag-ikot, halos wala na tayong makitang mga kalat, no? Ayun nga doon sa ilang mga nakausap nating security personnel. Pagkatapos pa lang nung fireworks display kagabi, tuloy-tuloy na kagad yung paglilinis ng mga personnel dito sa Luneta para talagang walang bahid ng basura na makikita, no? Ikot natin ng konti. Lapit lang tayo dito konti. Itong banda para makita natin kung meron bang mga kalat sa ngayon. Pero ngayon ito makikita natin walang kalat na nakakalat ngayon dito at meron din tayong mga trash bin na nakapalibot sa mga parke, no? Kaya naman na malapit, accessible yung mga tapunan ng basura at syempre paalala na rin doon sa mga kapatid natin na pupunta dito para mag-chill, mag-relax at sulitin nga yung family bonding, linisin yung kanilang mga dalang mga basura at iuwi sa ilagay sa tamang lagayan. Pauline?
At syempre, Evan, dahil January 1, ako maraming may New Year's resolution. So, kasama ba dyan yung mga nag-exercise na dyan sa Luneta? At ikaw ba, ano bang New Year's resolution mo, Evan?
Tama ka dyan, Pauline. No? Yung iba nga na nakita natin dito, talagang sinimulan na yung kanilang bagong mantra na New Year, New Me. No? Yung iba talaga naabutan natin, 6 a.m. pa lang, tumatakbo na, nagja-jog na, at talagang gusto nang makuha yung kanilang mga fitness goals nga, no? Yun nga, simula na maaga para naman magkaroon ng consistency daw kahit papaano yung kanilang fitness journey at makuha nga nila yung kagustuhan nilang fitness level sa kanilang buhay. Pauline?
Ayan, okay. Sana all, no? Sana tayong lahat din ma-achieve yung ating fitness goals this 2026. But for now, maraming salamat para sa report na yan. Mobile journalist Evan Tarinque reporting live from Luneta Park. Right, and that wraps up today's episode of Morning Matters. We hope we've given you just the right start to your morning. Let's make the day, and the year matter. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Kapatid, we are One News, all sides, all the time. Happy New Year.